Heavy Bag Boxing. It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
What's up, everyone? It's Nico Ali Walsh. I'm here with Heavy Boxing TV. That's the spot.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Duo, 6-time champion of the world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
What's up, man? It's the amazing Keyshawn Davis. Shouts out Heavy Bag Boxing TV, man. Y'all lit out here. Keep doing y'all thing.
Teach your man how to squabble.
Welcome your goofy ass back for more nasty work. Around here, we got it for the low, you dig? It's the Boxing Trap Podcast. And now, here's your host, a rich woman's lover and a poor woman's dream. The 757's finest. Give it up for Big T.O. and the leader of the casual congregation, Las Vegas Rob.
What up, though? What up, though? Happy hump day. Happy motherfucking hump day. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your geysers, man. The Boxing Trap Podcast. Another installment. But, of course, back like we never left. And we talking boxing. That's my guy over there, Las Vegas, Rob. What up, Rob?
What's good, T.O.? We in the building, man. Gonna finish out this week strong. And to everybody that say, oh, they made all 3 days this week. Yeah, we did. we sure did.
We trying over here. And of course, if you're looking for a boxing conversation, you stumbled on to the right platform. Real quick, if you could hear the sound of my voice, most definitely smash the like button for your boys. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, buckle your seatbelt. Get ready. We talking boxing. Let's do it. Hot topics, baby. Yeah. Alrighty. Hot motherfucking topics. All right, man. We've been talking about this, hopping on this, of course. Over this past weekend, Sebastian Fundora showed us something, Rob. He showed us something. And listen, again, I got to continue to give you your flowers, give you your credit because you called it. You said it. You've been screaming Sebastian Fundora's names from the rooftop saying that this is the guy. I was reluctant to believe, but I must say now I am a Fundora believer. And I don't believe I'm like you now. I'm not sure anybody in this division can beat the Towering Inferno. He's menacing, he's punishing, and he's sending everybody to the hospital.
Yes.
But if there is one name out there that it just seems like people are gravitating towards being able to have some type of hope versus Sebastian Fundora, it appears that name is Boots Ennis, Rob.
Well, I mean, like I say, Boots is busy right now. And I was privy to what the Boots, what was seemingly was the Boots route when Matchroom came out here and did the Andy Cruz and Merle Tyler fight in January. I kind of got, eavesdropped and a little tidbits was floating around in the media room that the Boots, if it was definitely supposed to be Virgil Ortiz, but if Virgil Ortiz fight didn't happen, it was definitely to go after Xander because they strongly anticipated that he was going to collect the belt off Baru and become unified. And then after that, he was going to finish out the year satisfying a previous signed contract to go ahead and further unify and fight Josh Kelly in the UK. So from my sources, from what I've heard personally, it seemed like that's what Boots about to do. Fundora, it could be an undisputed thing, but that'll definitely be next year, if at all possible. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And listen, I like Xander Zayas. You talking about giving the Puerto Rican people so much hope and something to be proud of. And the potential to be just this huge Puerto Rican star. And
Shout out to
it
Bad
almost
Bunny
like
with that Super Bowl appearance.
yeah, right. You get the Super Bowl appearance, that skyrockets your stock, and instead of easing your way into it, and I'm gonna continue to blame it on the zone, I just still feel like it's a sacrificial lamb type of situation for a top rank joining the ranks of the zone and everybody else, where they was like, "Yo, you got to give it something, top rank. We bringing you into the fray. We need something from you. We need a big fight. So give us Xander, nigga." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And make the Boots fight. But for Xander, you know, coming off that Super Bowl high and furthering your profile, taking on the likes of a Boots Ennis, it's just like, you know, superstardom's around the corner. And if you top ranking your Bob Arum and everybody in that corner, you just kind of cross your fingers and like, yo, close your eyes and hope that Xander can pull it off. But I do believe the majority, I do believe the consensus is at 23 years old, not having really fought anybody. And you can say the same thing for Boots Ennis, but just purely off the eye test, it appears that that is a fight that most will be leaning towards Boots. And if Boots can take those scraps, become unified, then this is the fight that we're looking at. And listen, again, I'm with you, Rob. I'm not so sure Boots can get this one done either. I think Sebastian Fundora probably reigns at 54, 60, and 68 if he wants to. That's just my opinion, man.
And like I said, man, Fundora the man to beat. And like I said, y'all think I'm lying. Look at his resume, man. Look what he has done. I think I posed the question when it was last month. Name me the last current fighter to make a person quit on a stool. Nobody answered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This dude putting in serious work.
Emiliano Vargas. He in that last, what card was that Emiliano Vargas was? He fought somebody. He made them quit.
He fought the dude. He stopped him in 11. I think that was.
Yeah, he quit. Yeah, he quit. He quit on the stoop.
No, he came out. He came out, didn't he?
No.
I thought the doctor stopped. If I wasn't mistaken.
No, I believe he quit. If I'm not mistaken, I might have looked that up, but I want to say I want to say Buddy quit. Shout out to chat, man. What's happening?
Shout out to Emilio.
Round one in here. DJ, my Aussie brethren. What's going on, big dog? But yeah, man, this is more than likely at 154 pounds is going to be the fight to be looking out for. And again, not looking past Xander, because we honestly just don't know how that Boots Xander fight is gonna go. But if we just keeping it a bean and we rolling with what we feel is logic at this point without having seen anything, you think Boots probably gets the job done and sets up a massive unification with Fundora. And as far as Fundora go, if I'm PBC, I'm just gonna feed them all them old niggas. I pray Jermell Charlo's next, right? If you Fundora, give me all of them, bro. Give me Jermell Charlo. Shit, give me the brother after that if he wants some smoke. Give me
what
Spence,
you think about if Spence could get past Zoo? Yeah. You on the same level. Yeah.
Give me that old nigga too. Give me that old nigga too. Shout out Sebastian Fundora, because I just believe moving forward, he just gonna be having his way. All right, moving forward. I like this, man. I like this. Richard Torres, Moses Itauma, of course, coming off the huge Jermaine Taylor win. And shout out to the casuals who are just now finding out who the hell Moses Itauma is.
Facts.
It's about time.
Facts.
You know who he is. I'm sure a lot of y'all don't know who the American heavyweight prospect in the Richard Torres is. He was supposed to be fighting your boy who backed out with the bum knee. What was his name?
I know what you're talking about. The one that beat FL Joshua.
Yeah. God, I can't think.
Damn,
but he was having
man.
knee issues.
Yeah.
Is it Frank
Sanchez. Frank
Sanchez, of course. But listen, if you're not ready to put the 21-year-old Moses Itauma, who, in my opinion, I'm just keeping it a bean. And again, when it comes to the sport of boxing, I hate over marinating. I hate a bunch of shit that comes with the sport. At 21 years old, if you're making short work out of guys like a Jermaine Taylor and a Dillian White, to me that just says, hey, I'm ready for some real smoke. Obviously, right? If I can't get one of those top 5 rated guys next, it's crazy, especially if you guys got me ranked at number 6 or number 7. I forget exactly where he's ranked at. Give me some real smoke. But listen, Richard Torres has come out publicly and saying, listen, I want the smoke. The two best young prospects, American and the UK, has to offer. Let's line that up. And I think this is about time for what you should be trying to make a fight like Itauma versus Torres. What do you think, Rob?
I think in this market right here, shout out to the Zone. The Zone is going to do their best to keep it at that Turkey Al-Sheikh level. Because I just was talking to somebody a couple of days ago. They're like, man, look like Turkey Al-Sheikh gonna be sitting down to the 4th quarter. I'm like, for real? So think about that, T.O. Think about that hardcores. The man that has been giving you all these big fights, all these big cards, might, and this is just me saying it, might be sitting down into the 4th quarter. And today we're just starting the 2nd quarter. So we talking about wintertime of this year. We might not see another ring or Riyadh card. So going back to my original point, shout out to the Zone putting together Boots versus Xander Zayas for unification. Possibly putting together Itauma versus Torres. And what's that? Itauma is with who? He's with Queensberry, correct?
With Queensberry, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, that can happen. That's all the Zone at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just saying, man. Shout out to the Zone, man. They doing their thing to try to make sense of that ultimate tier that they putting out for that $44, $45 a month. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And of course, Richard Torres with top rank. So yeah, man, give us this one, man. I'm definitely not mad at this one. Shout out to 808 Shorts in the chat. What up? Cool Breeze in the chat. I see you, brother. Appreciate you. Yes, Sirski. And as far as the Olympian goes, Richard Torres, man, he needs some smoke. He needs some work.
Right.
I think it's just the perfect timing to put the prospects together and say, hey, who's the best? And then they can go on to see the top 5, somebody in the top 5, top 6. All right.
Right. And piggybacking on something you always say, they're young enough, if they do take a loss, they can bounce back.
Absolutely. And that's where not throwing the fighters away can come into play, especially when they're young enough to take a licking and keep on ticking. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what else we got? Hot topics. Oh, we're gonna move right into it because this is all over the place, and I wasn't gonna cover it, but you called me and bring this to my
Lord, I know where we going.
bring this to my attention.
It's like you weren't gonna see it anyway. You were gonna see this shit anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna see it anyway, but I was gonna be slow on the draw. This your boy, so I know you caught wind early. You know what I'm saying? But your boy Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, from what we know, one of the biggest charges he had, which was some type of felony imprisonment charge, that was dropped. But according to Google and other sources, there's still 2 charges remaining, and that's felony kidnapping or attempt to kidnapping and assault and battery, right? And I got this video that maybe some of you guys haven't seen already.
Don't get clapped. Be careful with that shit.
Not seen already, but it's the video evidence corroborating the story of the young lady. If you can remember, the Miami police, the Miami Garden police did a press conference saying, hey, listen, we got video evidence corroborating her story. They finally have released the video. Now, let's go ahead and check it out. club. This is the hallway, the back of the strip club. And you can see the young ladies going back and forth. I'm not sure if these are just private rooms or dressing rooms or whatever the case may be.
And here comes the defendant.
And here come the little...
And you can see he grabs her by the hair and pushes her. That's the first one.
Snatched her up kind of hard and fast.
You can see he's grabbing her by the hair and pushing her down.
By the hair. Bitch, get over here. Bitch, get down these stairs, bitch.
And you can see her pleading with him.
She ain't want to go down these stairs right here, Rob. She did not want to go down them stairs. And to me, this is kind of simple. That's definitely assault. Absolutely. And it looks like he's forcing her out of the building against her will. So the kidnapping attempt looks visible as well. Like, to me, both of these are that's open and shut. And again, here he is. He's got his arm on his shoulder, kind of forcing her through this door as well to make their way back through the club and into the garage. So then it appears they're going back through the club. He still physically has his arm on her, kind of guiding her out of the club. And then here we have them in the garage where I'm not so sure if somebody was down there or they heard something, which kind of made them release her. Because Tank kind of released her, went to another side of the car, and instead of
where she escapes,
guiding her to the vehicle, she gets an opportunity to run away. All right, so that is the video that everybody's kind of been waiting on, kind of been trying to figure out whether or not to get a better understanding if, in fact, you feel Tank Davis is guilty or innocent. And listen, again, from what the press conference, what the Miami Garden Police Department said at the press conference, this is exactly what it is that you saw on the video. I don't see anything that suggests something else. Now I think that the public is allowed to come to their conclusion. I know I've come to mine. At the end of the day, it does look like it's an attempt to kidnap her. He did look like he forcefully tried to guide her outside of the club, and he most definitely put his hands on her at the end of the day. So, but listen, as far as we know, the WBA has now reinstated Gervonta Tank Davis as the champion. And there's talk swirling about him potentially fighting Shakur Stevenson, and that's why he hasn't gotten a fight done. I don't know. Rob, you got thoughts?
Actually, I mean, I don't know what to say. They got so many ways I can attack this.
Okay.
I want to say, first of all, prayers to the Davis family, to his mom, his brother, his children. You get what I'm saying? We hoping that he's able to seek counseling. You get what I'm saying? And we are praying for a speedy and great outcome in court in which we can put not we, because I ain't got shit to do with this. Well, he can put this behind him.
Right?
And no. He can put this behind him, but I definitely want to give a shout out. I knew this dude's name because I met him about 2 years ago. The handler, Shout out to him. The lemon pepper wings is secured in his video. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But all in all, bro, jokes aside, I know we deal with boxing. This is a little bit outside of boxing. Like I said, bro, they got a lot of brothers that go through this with their baby mamas, their significant others, wives, girlfriends, whatever. We praying for everybody all over the world that, unfortunately, this happens every single day. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And all the young ladies, there are definitely helplines that, are able to get away from tumultuous situations like this. And we pray for all the brothers, whether white, black, Asian, whatever, that's going through these domestic things like this. We pray that y'all make it through, and Godspeed to all of you guys. And always remember the children. You think about the children, it'll get you through tumultuous times and such. That's all I got to say.
Okay. That's all you got to say. I was more interested on how you felt about the video. Did you feel like you witnessed assault and battery and attempted
battery? Hold up. I ain't witnessed no battery. Assault? Yeah. Because they try to rename Tank. They used to call him Take a Knee. Now they call him Yank. They don't call him Tank because he yanked us.
My God. Yank her ass up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yank Davis.
Yank Davis. Yeah. Nasty. But look, this is the thing. And man, like I say, shout out to the Davis family, 6ix9ine, all of the boys. Shout out to Coach Calvin, Smoothie King, Caesar, all the boys at the Rise Podcast. Baltimore definitely in the building. But like I say, we're gonna pray, and like I say, any, and we asking any kind of social workers. We got any people that can work with this young family, bro. It's a family, bro. That is the mother of that man's children right there. You get what I'm saying? Any counselor.
Is that the female in the video is the mother of his kid?
Yes.
Oh, is she still scripting?
Bruh, see, that's what I'm saying.
In the strip club?
But see, that's what I'm saying.
That's news to me. I had no idea that was the mother of his. I thought
that's his mother of his children. Yeah.
I thought
guess what?
That's the same chick from before?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that, bro. I did not know that,
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Prayers up to the family, the young family. And guess what? She may have told Tank, oh, I'm going to chill by my homegirl tonight. We're going to have some drinks. I'll be at home. And guess what? He might have got a call. Hey, yo, Tank, guess what? Man, your baby mom up here. I thought you said she quit. What? Hold on. Hey, T.O., give me a ride to the club. For what? Man, I got to go hell or something. What you talking about? Man, we're going to get some wings. Oh, all right. Come on, let's go. And this happened.
You ain't getting hell nah. Because I ain't going up there to get mine. I ain't going up there to get mine. If you up there scripting, then it's just a rap. That's where you belong. You for the streets.
She wasn't scripting. She's a bartender. She's not a scripper.
Her whole ass is out.
You didn't tell you been a script club. The bartenders.
You might as well be scripting. Your whole ass is out, man. Your whole ass out, man. You might as well be scripting.
Hey, bro. So the way you sound, you could have been Tank Davis in that situation.
Nah, I could have never been Tank Davis because if I'd have heard that's where she was at, then that's where she gonna stay. Don't come back this way. I'm done.
But no, you know she gonna come home. She gotta come home.
Nah.
And then what you gonna do? What you get on?
She gotta come get her shit. Yeah, she gotta come
get her shit.
Leaving.
She's not leaving.
You crazy. You see that? That's what's wrong with y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas put up with anything. I'm old school nigga. I'm not going for none of that. You know what I mean?
We'll have to forcefully remove her, T.O. And what does that encase you to do? Or you gonna call the police to get her to leave? And guess the police gonna say,
She not gonna be able to get back in the house. How is I'm gonna forcefully remove her when she
You
can't even get in
can't
the
keep
house?
that woman out of the house. That woman got mail come there. That's what the police gonna say. The police gonna say she got mail there.
Well, if she got mail there, why she can't
That
get in the
means
house?
you gotta evict her, Tio.
Well, she could be somewhere else while I'm doing this eviction process.
No, you can't. That's called an illegal eviction when you try to kick your baby mama out, bro. You can't. Ain't no cheat. You just gotta go somewhere else. You have to wait 30 days and serve her an eviction notice. I'm telling you the law.
All right, well,
for her to leave.
What I'm saying is, you're not gonna catch me trying to track her down at the strip club. That's for damn sure. And when she leave the strip club, all her shit gonna be right there in the front.
You can't do that either. You can't do that either. You can't put that shit out that house.
I doubt she live with the nigga Tank, bro. I doubt it.
Hey, bro, you can't put that shit out the house. Just like a woman can't put your shit out your house. That you can't do that.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's fact. But still, I'm just saying. Tank went about this shit all the wrong ways at the end of the day. But that's the latest and greatest update on Gervonta Tank Davis. Again, still facing 2 heavy charges of course, the attempted kidnapping, which is a felony attempted kidnapping, and assault. But again, reinstated by the WBA, which for some reason, I guess because the other charge, which was felony imprisonment, that charge got dropped. And for me, assessing this video, I definitely didn't see any signs of her being some sort of prisoner or being imprisoned. You know what I'm saying? So I get that one. So I think that was enough for the WBA to say, hey, Tank probably comes back. We'll drop this charge. We'll reinstate him as something, a measure of good faith at the end of the day. All right, and let him go on about the rest of this situation. So
because it's widespread, that majority of the charges he was gonna plead to, pay the fines, and they're gonna throw it out anyway, or put him on some weak ass probation. Keep it real with
you. Yeah, more than likely. Because given this video evidence, I don't see enough to where I would see a judge throwing the book at him. And then we really don't know the story behind it as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Maybe there's a really good reason why he did go in there and feel like he had to do that. All right? All right, man. Moving on. And we going straight into the main. Matter of fact, no, we got Rob's Corner coming up. He's got to enlighten you about what we got coming up for this weekend.
What's good, everybody? Usually we have multiple fights coming on this weekend, but they got only one fight that the hardcores and the casuals and everybody in between is looking forward to, and that's the man himself, the Bronze Bomber. Can he come back against the UK heavyweight himself? Yeah, Derek Chisora. That's going to be at the sold out O2 Arena on the DAZN app. If you got the ultimate tier, you in there like swimwear. If you're not, you're going to have to pay. And like I said, this is going to take place early in the day. You get what I'm saying? So don't miss it. It's Easter weekend. Can Deontay Wilder make this comeback that a lot of people anticipating he can? Because guess what's on the other side? He got the golden ticket. If he can knock out and make an impressive victory against Mr. Chisora, guess what? Alexander Usyk is waiting on the other side. So if that ain't motivation for your ass. Shout out to Deontay, man, and shout out to Chisora. Who gonna win? I don't know. Guess what? We gonna see though. Shout out to this weekend, baby. It's Saturday, April 4th.
Yes, Sirski, for sure. Definitely looking forward to that one. And that brings us to the main event. Real quick, if you're in here, man, please at least smash the like button for you fellas. We definitely appreciate that love. Shelton in the chat. What up, Shelton? Shelton bust on the scene and just say, hell no. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And dollar memberships, man. If you want to support the channel, man, if you want to support your boys, $1 for the membership. And the deal is still good for all heavy bag hitters memberships. For the heavy bag hitters memberships, if you want to go to a fight in Vegas, if you want to be there live, we can get you those tickets. The ones that are available. Not all fights in Vegas will be available, but you do get to pick from the ones that are for that heavy bag membership. So make sure, and damn, we got some new members. I forgot to write y'all's names down. I think we up to like 13 members, Rob. So shout out to all of the members. Next time, I promise I got to get to y'all shout outs for sure.
Oh, baby, bitch.
Thank you for supporting the channel, man. I appreciate the fact that you appreciate the content, which means a lot to us. All right, we rolling, man. We going straight into the main event.
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, man. Your boy Deontay Wilder, the last stand, taking on Chisora this weekend. And this is the Bronze Bombers' last 5 fights. And we just want to know what the old fella got left. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's about to turn 40.
41.
Makes it is it 41?
41, brother.
Damn. I think what makes it most interesting is the fact that Alexander Usyk came out himself and said, hey, I want to fight Deontay Wilder. And I think for him, and most people figured it out, it's just that he kind of wants to close that circle. He wants to beat all of the people from his era who, at one point was, or at least considered by a lot of people, the man. You know what I mean? And I think for a lot of people, Deontay Wilder was the guy for a very long time, even though his resume may not suggest that, but what he's been able to accomplish at the height of his career may suggest that for many boxing fans. And then when you look at what he's been able to do since the trilogy with Tyson Fury, of course he beat his sparring partner in Hellenius, the UD loss to Joseph Parker, the crazy knockout by Zilly Zhang, and now the Black Prime debut versus Terrell Herndon of June of last year. But that's not the only thing that's grabbing headlines when you're talking about Deontay Wilder, the fight with Chisora this weekend. No, hell no. We got something else grabbing headlines from Deontay Wilder, and that is his interview with Piers Morgan. And for some of you who may not know, Deontay Wilder is wild as he tells the story of how his daughter was conceived with his baby mom. This is wild. Now, if you got young kids listening, you might want to plug them ears for a second. Let's give Deontay Wilder a listen when he shares to the world how his daughter was conceived.
Her mother tried to set me up, to have the baby. She ejected my sperm in her and ran in the bathroom and locked the door. And that's how we had her.
Really?
Yeah. Truth be told, she don't even know I know this.
Wow.
But I'm telling it on to the world.
How do you know that?
I'm smart. When we was having sex, when I came, I used to come on her stomach. I used to fold my towel nicely by the bed because I would want to wipe it off of her stomach. This particular time, she chose that she wanted to have a baby by me because I was the best thing that ever came into her life. Most of her relationships only last for 2 months or whatever because she was a promiscuous woman. I didn't know it at the time. I only found out this thing by reading her journal. She didn't know that I read her journal either. So during that time, I did what I do. I had a good nut, and I nutted on her stomach. This time I went and got the towel and tried to wipe it off, but she hit my hand so hard, I thought she hit my hand like a home run, like a baseball player do a baseball bat. But she screamed, "No!" as if she was being raped. She got up so quickly and ran into the bathroom and locked the door. 2 weeks later, she liked to go clubbing and drinking with her girls and stuff. Like, okay, cool. But this particular moment in time, she knew she was pregnant. So she was pregnant with my daughter, but she didn't do all the right things to, take her prenatal vitamins and things, the nutrients and the minerals that needed for my daughter to stay healthy. She just was worrying about this child having my child, but my child ended up with spina bifida. So going into the doctor's office, we had an opportunity to terminate the pregnancy, but it's just something in my heart. I just felt like she deserved to live. I wanted to take up on this opportunity of taking care of a girl that was born with spina bifida.
Yo. Yeah,
Boy,
man,
let me tell you, when that documentary come out, nigga, I gotta watch.
When I do my documentary, and
I want him to put all this shit in that documentary, man. Wow, but you know what immediately jump out at me, Rob? It's like, yo, it's a time and place for everything. I'm not sure being on a nationally syndicated show like Piers Morgan was the time to share this fucking story, bro. You wild for this. Bruh say, I do what I do. I nut it.
Wait. You knew she was promiscuous. You knew she slept around. Why is you sleeping with her unprotected anyway?
Wildin', bro. Wildin',
Wait, I got another one. How did she get the sperm off her stomach? Actually, I don't know how. And ran to the bathroom. Ran to the bathroom and locked the door and inserted it in her.
Yeah, she had that syringe in the bathroom, bro. She ran to that syringe, man.
She syringed it off her stomach?
Yeah. She got that shit up. And
man, what a documentary coming, dog.
Man, that shit wild.
You know what?
Shout out.
You know what? Right there. I didn't even get to see that. This is the first time I see that. Right there.
Yeah.
I think it's a sword. Fuck all this shit. Hell no. And guess what, y'all? I don't make picks. I'm picking this one. Fuck that. This nigga crazy. This nigga's crazy.
Deontay Wilder selling the hell out of this fight, and I don't even think he know he doing it. He's selling the shit out of this fight.
Fuck?
I don't know, bro. I just didn't like Pierce didn't ask that. He just volunteered this information, bro. He just volunteered this story, bro, for the world. But yeah, man, shout out.
Hold on, Tio. I got one more. She didn't take no prenatal vitamins, and that's how his daughter ended up with spina
bifida, man.
Yeah, from not taking prenatal vitamins, brother.
Well, that's what he's saying, but if a female don't take her vitamins and shit like that, prenatal shit, sometimes you can give birth to an unhealthy baby.
I understand that, dog, but bro, come on, my dog. God damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So the tank shit was wild. That shit crazy.
Bro said she slapped that nigga hand and ran into the bathroom, trapping him. And it was the mama's idea. Nasty work, man. Nasty work. But anyway, man, I figured I'd just share that with y'all, man. I saw
my
that
God, man.
It blew my top, bro. I was befuddled.
Hey, bro. I'm befuddled right now. Hey, you should have said that to me before now, because I don't know if I can finish the show. Damn, bro.
For sure. But Wilder Chisora this weekend, if you want to see what Wilder's gonna be up to this weekend. And I still think listen, the last thing to go is the power Chisora is always in the pocket. I feel like he's just gonna be right there to hit. A lot of people picking Chisora though. I ain't mad at you. You know, if you picking Chisora.
No, I'm just picking Chisora, as you know I don't pick based
right.
on. Dog, what did Tyson Fury do to this man brain, bro?
Man, he said he real smart, man.
Yeah, because he read a journal. She wrote this shit down.
And he real smart, man. So, you know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, I still like the right hand, though. I'm going to scream Bomb Squad one more time, for sure. All right, man, we at that point of the show where we definitely want to hear from y'all. Want to hear y'all's thoughts, man, for sure, for sure. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Next caller. What up?
Yeah, man. That's him. I will put the link in the chat. If you got it on your brain, man, if you want to come up and you want to share, or if you got a question, or you just want to get it off your chest, man, now is the time. If I can get it in here, there we go.
Bruh, you know when they do a coach's challenge and they got the red flag? Yeah. We got to throw the red flag on that.
Got to throw the flag on that one, man.
Oh, my God. I ain't got a yellow flag. They did a coach's challenge on that flag. God damn, my nigga.
Shout out Cool Breeze. He say like a home run. Bro say like a home run. DJ in the chat. DJ said, man, this ain't no damn boxing.
Fucking TMZ.
Who we got up here? Oh, speaking of the devil, man, DJ, let's bring him up. It's been a while. I know we've been outside of the operating hours of the old Australian fella. DJ, what's going on, my brother?
Boys, I care about both of you. You're both my friends, but you both have lost your goddamn mind today. Tank and Wilder private stories. Man, come on.
Oh, hey, that's right. We done made a hardcore out of DJ. He won't nothing but in this square circle.
Don't say that. Don't say hardcore with DJ. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
He gonna deny it. He gonna deny it. But it's the truth. Apologies, DJ. We just wanted to be a little bit entertaining for you today, man. We're gonna get right back on track next week.
Heavy, you're back on probation, and until such time that you're off probation, I'm gonna have to hit the dislike button and unsubscribe temporarily.
Oh man, God. Again, man. Thank you, DJ.
There's consequences for this sort of shit. Man, I don't want to hear what Wilder does in the privacy of his own house. Man, come on.
Okay. Well, tell us about the fight, man. How you like to fight?
I don't. I'm not interested in it. Look. And look, that I'm certainly not a hater for either of them, right? But similarly to what some people were saying about Thurman last weekend, right? They hold on to nostalgia. At some point, you've just got to realise that some fighters are well past their best, right?
Yeah.
Well past their best. And that record just shows that Wilder's not elite anymore.
Yeah.
For all the guys, Zhang,
sure.
Parker, Fury, for all those guys that still sit up there in the top echelon of the heavyweight division, he's not at it. So, and look, Usyk's been a little bit, what would I say, inconsistent with what he tells the public about what his plans are. I saw him have an interview there where he was talking about 3 fights. He's got 3 fights left in his career, and Wilder wasn't one of them. So
that's what Usyk said.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
Okay.
Like you've heard. Like I have this thing where today's boxing truth is tomorrow's boxing lie. You just
right.
I have, and it's not directed at any individual. It's just I can't believe boxing until I see the 2 dudes getting their last minute instructions from the ref in the ring, because boxing doesn't allow you to have any confidence. Oh, we signed a contract. Great. Go into camp. Oh, I got sick. I got carpal tunnel. Right? I missed weight. You know, so I have very little confidence.
Hand.
Yeah. I just have little confidence in guys fighting each other until they're actually in the ring throwing hands.
Yeah. Too many cases where it fall apart for sure.
But look, if I was going to say anything, I'd say that in the first sort of 5 to 6 rounds, that might be where Wilder shows us whether he's in it for the long haul or not, because Wilder doesn't do well going backwards now. He gets all flustered. Yeah. There's no defense, and Chisora's just going to come straight at him early. I expect.
Oh, yeah. And that's why I give Wilder the puncher's chance, because it's not like he's going to have to find Chisora. You know what I'm saying? He's just going to have to find the opportunity to throw the right hand, with Chisora probably going to be in the wheelhouse anyway. He's just got to land it. So, yeah, I completely agree.
What else did you cover?
Definitely wanted to get your thoughts, man, because I know we be operating outside your hours. I think typically you're still working when we come on. So it's a lot that I think you missed that we've been covering, but I definitely want to get your thoughts on Fundora and what you thought about him and Keith Thurman and moving forward with Sebastian Fundora. Who do you believe can even give him a challenge at this point? Because listen, he's just made leaps and bounds as far as getting better and really learning how to use his height to his advantage, fighting behind his shoulder. And of course, the crazy training that he does to stay in shape, the amount of punches that he's throwing, he just looks invincible to me. But definitely wanted to get your thoughts.
Well, I'll start by saying that I was surprised a little bit when there was who was it? Might have been Sean, but there was an interview with Gabby Fundora prior to the fight where Gabby was saying, or at least expressing, how much homework that they would do on each fighter, right? So it's not like Fondora's coming in and just trying to take advantage of his natural attributes and, you know, his reach and his height and those sorts of things. They're actually coming with a genuine game plan for each different fighter, right? And whilst that shouldn't surprise me, particularly at that level, it's just how much depth and detail she went into, said, look, you know, these guys aren't just working in the gym. They're actually coming with a proper game plan. Am I surprised with the outcome? No. Again, I don't think, well, I'm not going to be one of these people that just shit on Thurman's record. But we're talking about a guy that more often than not, if you're inactive in this sport, you're a step behind everyone else to start with. So you need to catch up. Like, you need to work hard just to catch up, let alone work hard to catch up and go past by way of physical condition and ring rust and those sorts of things. But can anyone beat him? Here's the thing I'm going to ask you to think about. And I'm not saying he does, but if Boots beats Sander, Eddie's got control of 54. Eddie will have 3 belts at 54, right? So then you want to speculate about what's the likelihood of Matchroom and PBC making a fight. I don't have great, you know, if PBC want to protect their last belt there at 150 with Fundora, ain't no way they're going to do a unification. Not in a hurry. It'll be just all in-house or potentially a top-ranked guy or something like that. But look, I think everyone's beatable. It's just we can't point that finger on the list or, you know, point at that guy that says, look, we think this guy's got the goods to beat Fundora.
So nobody stands out to you at 54 saying, hey, more than likely this is the guy that gives them a run for the money?
No.
No? Okay.
And look, part of that is because I'm just not convinced about some of these newer fighters coming in. Everyone looks good for the first 14 fights, right? But that's on purpose. They're matched against guys that they're supposed to beat when they're 12-0, 14-0. There are some exceptions, of course, but 12, 14 fights in with some of these guys coming into the 54 division, they're unproven. So I'm not even going to fantasize about what they would look like in the ring against Fondora.
Yeah.
And I think it'll come to a point where it won't be, just like every other division. It'll be too hard to get the 1 and 2 guys to fight each other. It'll be all about money. So, Fondora and PBC, they might just hold off for the biggest fights rather than the hardest fights.
I was just saying earlier, you might as well make the easiest fights if you're PBC with Fondora and just kind of feed them all those old guys. Give them the Jamel Charlos. If Spence can get past Zoo, feed them Spence, maybe a couple others, and then work out those that unification. But I think if Boots can get past Xander, that's probably what they're going to call for.
Well, that'll be dependent on how he wants Boots, because, Boots will have 2 mandatories. Josh Kelly will have a mandatory. So even if Boots does get those belts, you're not going to see that unification in the next 12, 18 months.
But a unification trumps a mandatory.
Yeah, if they make the fight, if they're in negotiations, I'm saying they won't be looking to make that unification discussion too early. Because, if Boots wins those, Eddie and Boots still get a decent bag if they fight some of the other guys in around 54.
Yeah. Yeah. And according to Fondora, he doesn't even care for the rest of the belts. I don't know if y'all heard those sound bites from Fondora, but he basically said, listen, I'm happy with the WBC. I can fight these other guys and they can keep the belts. So if you're Fondora and you really don't care about unifications or the other belts, period, shit, more than likely you're probably trying to move on, man. Get the hell out of 54 and go see what you can do and further your resume at the other weight classes.
Look, Xander's
you're already big as hell anyway.
Well, Xander's pretty tall anyway. So he'd be what? 6'1", 6'2"?
No, hell no. Xander 5'8". He's 5'8",
really?
5'9". Yes, I've seen him several times. No.
I thought he was right there with Boots at like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, that's what I said. 5'8", 5'9". Yeah, he's not 6 nothing.
No, the only one out there that really has some type of height that you can put up there with Fondora is Charlo. He's like 6'1".
Right.
Yeah, that's about it.
Again,
that's a name at 54 anyway.
Right.
But
yeah,
I've got to believe that if Jamel Charlo wanted to fight and he rang up Louis de Curbis and said, look, get me a fight, they could make a fight. So there's something in amongst there after 3 years that whether Jamel Charlo's asking for too much money, right, or PBC aren't supporting him, it doesn't make sense to me. And look, what can we reasonably expect out of Jamel Charlo after 3 years? Again, we get stuck in this. Well, you get stuck in this nostalgic thing.
I'm intrigued.
You remember the guy who was, not the guy that is, if that makes sense.
It does, but also I just feel like he deserves his opportunities more than anything. It ain't even about the nostalgia. It's about this is the last lineal champion we knew at 54. He's been gone. He's back. This is where he wants to campaign. You got to give him an opportunity. Real quick in the chat, my man put his ass in the dirt. He says a Mexican Tommy Hearns is Fondora. It's going to take a modern day Sugar Ray Leonard to defeat him. These boys' cardio terrible compared to back then. You have to beat him with speed, cardio, and a lot of feints. All right, I can dig it. I can dig it. KP, I see you in the back, man. I'm gonna bring you up. Let's bring him up real quick. KP, what's happening, my brother?
And I'm gonna say this right quick.
Yeah.
We had April 1st, 2026 today.
Yep.
Mark my words, fellas. Everybody on the chat, everybody listening, replay gang and everything. If Boots is able to defeat Xander Zayas and become unified super welterweight champion of the world at WBO and WBA, that is, right? Insert William H. Haney and the Haneys. They're going to make a move to fight Boots. Mark my words.
Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. All right, KP, what's on the brain, my brother? Welcome to the conversation. It's been a minute.
Man.
Where you been,
What's
man?
up?
Where the hell
What's
you
up?
been?
Been moving around, moving and shaking, man. Trying to get my ducats up like everybody else, boy, in this economy.
For sure.
Yo, boy, they better leave that giraffe alone. They let him get too much season, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that giraffe been fighting 3-4 times a year, bro. They ain't fought, bro. I mean,
right.
They can jump in there if they want to. It's just like you know how your uncle used to come over when you was young and you used to play ball. You play ball. Your uncle used to play ball 15 years ago. He still think he got it. Okay, you get out there with him if you want to. Then he dunk all on you, and then you want to fight him. And, hey, listen, man. They better leave that giraffe alone. They can be a lion all they want. They used to be. Like bruh said, they used to be. I'm telling you, they better leave him alone. It's not. I mean, Keith showed you because he ain't fought in forever either. He ain't fought since Obama was president. He ran out there and got dusted off. Look, man, they better leave that giraffe alone, dog. I mean, and then my man out there drinking Hennessy every weekend at the fight. Bro, that's the tequila he don't want. That Don Julio, he don't want that Don Julio.
Let me ask you this though, KP and DJ. At the end of the day, though, it's still Jermell Charlo who was lineal in this division, the last man.
Stop your language. What did you just say? What you just say, Heavy? You said who? What? Who was right? Was
who was? Yeah.
You sound. We all seen a butter rim. You sound like Flip from a butter rim. They can't erase who he was. they can't erase who he was.
Shep, they can't erase who he was. Shep.
Listen,
you can't, and for that reason, I'm just saying, you guys don't believe he just at least deserves the opportunity.
You can put him in there. It just ain't. It's just gonna look like he ain't been in there.
If you gonna put him in there, does he deserve the opportunity?
You can give him the opportunity. It looked real good on Cinco de Mayo when they dust him off with the Don Julio. I'm telling you.
So, what about you, DJ? Do you believe?
Look, Heavy. Hold on. Let me say this. Heavy. Let me say this. I'm not saying Fundora is a greater fighter than Charlo historically. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is What I'm saying is, them is the new boys coming in. That's the NFL draft. You know, the draft in a couple weeks. Them 21-year-olds is coming in. They ready. You had your job in the league for a while, but them 21s is knocking on the door now, and they here and they ain't playing. You can keep playing with them all you want. They gonna kick in the door on you and take your job.
No doubt. No doubt.
So
for sure.
First of all, I don't like the word deserve, right? Boxing moves on. Well, no one's bigger than boxing. Boxing moves on. If you've been out of the game for 3 years, for whatever reason, right, fans and boxing moves on. You're not allowed to just walk back in the door and say, hey, did you miss me? Let me sit at the head of the table, right? That's not what boxing is. What I will remind you of, though, forget the word deserve. There's a little thing called the WBA champion in recess. What that does is if you submit your paperwork, that gives you a mandatory shot at the current WBA champion. He's had 3 years to enact that champion in recess, right? Formally. Forget about deserve, formally, right? So whether it was Fundora when he was WBA, whether it was Xander now, there's opportunities there to actually use your leverage rather than waiting for fans to say you deserve an opportunity. You got to go out there and take it, Heavy. You can't let empathy or sympathy deserve when you get in the ring. You got to get out there and pull the levers that is boxing and get your ass in there if you want that fight, particularly if you've got access to the champion and recess clause.
Yeah, so, I agree with you wholeheartedly, for sure. But as fans, we just, we looking at what's going on, and as far as I'm concerned, maybe he has done that already. And he's on top of that, he's selling himself and he's asking for all of these fights.
Well, let me ask you this. Why would he deserve a shot in front of all these other guys that are doing their work for the last 3 years and working themselves up the rankings to get a shot?
Again, because that's the last lineal champion at 54. It's almost, and this I can't. I'm not comparing it to. I'm just saying. I'm using this as some sort of an example. Just like when Ali went to prison, right, for supposedly dodging the draft. He was the man, and when he came back, you know what I'm saying. You wanted to see Ali get his shot.
But
you know what I mean? And again, not comparing it, but Charlo chose to leave. He left. He went on to do something that not many people have had the opportunity to do. And that's a fight with Canelo Alvarez. That's a fight with the face of boxing. Who's going to turn that down? Nobody. So you go to do that, and now you coming back. And now that you're back, I'm just saying, let the man get his, let him get his shot.
Don't put Jamil Charlo in the same paragraph story book of Muhammad Ali. Don't do that, right? You're not comparing apples to apples. Now, you got to remember, if you remember all that, you've also got to be honest and remember that when Charlo was undisputed at 54, he wasn't given the guy, like he wasn't honouring his mandatories. He wasn't giving the division the opportunity to go up there and actually fight for those shots. Then he went and fought Canelo in place of his brother. Like, you can work that all out. I'm not putting too much emphasis on that fight. What I'm saying
how you gonna say that though? That before he fought Canelo, he had just unified. His last fight before Canelo was Castaño, right?
Correct.
That was a rematch, wasn't it?
So,
but
it was for undisputed.
Hang on. But he also was mandated to fight Bakram. He was also mandated to fight Tim Tszyu. There's been mandated. All I'm saying is you don't deserve to walk back into a division that you ignored and then went and fought someone else and then took 3 years off. So just don't use the word deserve. This is part of what annoys me about the boxing game. If you walk away from your job for 3 years, your boss ain't going to turn around and say, oh, yeah, come back in now that you've decided you want to start working again. We'll give you a job. Miss me with that shit.
Well, then now you comparing apples to apples because this ain't no regular job, man. This is boxing. And you can do, you know what I'm saying, certain things you can do in boxing that you can't do on nobody's job, man. And listen, he's still got a fan base out there at the end of the day, and you want to see the best mix it up with the best. And as far as we know, he was the absolute best at 154 pounds. He was the king.
Temporarily.
And I'm not saying Jamel Charlo's better than anybody. All I'm saying is the man collected all the belts and was the lineal champion at 154 pounds. Bottom line, I'm going to give him a ton of credit for that. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to hate on Jamel.
We got to put this man in play if he's still around. That's it.
Yeah.
You know. But I feel you. I understand, man. I definitely understand both perspectives, for sure. For sure. And what I got both of you guys, too, KP, you as well. The Xander Boots fight, we'll cover this, and then I got to get up out of here. DJ, your thoughts on Xander Boots. Is it too early for Xander? Are you leaning towards Boots? How do you see this fight, and can you determine a winner right now?
I certainly won't pick a winner. That's not what I'm doing this year, because
that's no fun. You guys suck.
Well, I don't have to. Look, part of the intrigue of a boxing match is you don't know how it's going to go until they get in the ring, and I like to honour that.
You got an idea. You think you know who you think may win.
Look, I've got question marks on both of them, right? To be honest,
that's fair.
And I actually don't care who wins. I'm not emotionally invested in Xander or Boots.
If their last name ain't Zoo, you don't give a damn.
Hang on. No, well, that's not fair either. But,
okay.
Man, I don't want to hear no bullshit about you watching that fight this weekend. You've been banned from Australian boxing, Heavy. Man, no limit aren't shit. Is that what you said yesterday? No limit aren't shit. Australian boxing ain't shit.
Tim Tszyu fight this weekend?
Yep. And listen, shout out.
God damn. That's a bad promotion. Nobody even talking about it.
Man, casuals
no
don't
limit,
care,
baby.
Rob.
No limit, baby.
Don't feel upset, Rob.
Bro.
Casuals don't care.
No limit.
Another shot to no limit.
I thought I told
God
you.
damn.
Actually, it's PBC. It's going to be on Amazon Prime.
No, hold up. I understand that. But damn, bro, nobody talking about that?
Listen, I'm looking at two guys that only think the world of boxing exists in the US, right? So, you know,
here we go.
Don't feel surprised, Rob.
Wait, hold on.
And listen, shout out to Heavy Bags female members and subscribers. There's a deep women's boxing card on this weekend as well. So don't let Heavy miss out. Miss you, female subscribers and members, because they'll be watching that Heavy.
Yeah, hey, isn't that Tim Tszyu fight early in the morning over here in the States though, or some shit?
It's probably gonna be Australian prime time, so yeah, probably.
It would be.
I know it's gonna
I'll
be
be
on
asleep.
PBC. It's gonna be streaming on Prime Video for us over here.
Depends where you are in the States, east or west, round one. But it would be our main events over here aren't 10 p.m. our time. They're normally 5 p.m. our time. So what I do is if in your mobile phone you've got a world clock, if you plug Sydney, Australia into that'll do the time correction for you.
Okay, for sure. I would do that.
What time is it there right now?
11:30 in the morning.
So it's 8:30 p.m. for us right now, East Coast. So that means it's about 5:30 West Coast.
Oh,
yeah.
Rob, what Rob do? Throw his toys out of the cot because I called him a US boxing fan only?
Yeah, he probably did. He probably dropped the phone again.
Look, I'm going to drop down, let round one get his thoughts off so that you can start wrapping up your show.
All right, my man. Appreciate you, DJ. Go ahead, round one. What's on your brain? Oh, no. Hold up, DJ. Did he go? Did you go yet, DJ? Oh, he's gone. Go ahead. What was on your mind, round one?
No, just there's a lot of fights this weekend. You know that Tim Tszyu fight. Yeah, that's on Prime Video. So I'm gonna be probably watching that if I'm up. I know there's also you know that MVP card on Sunday. You know the all women card. Also Tszyu for boxing on Sunday. So there's gonna be a lot of boxing as well. But this main event Saturday, I got Chisora. He's going to stop this man, probably knock him out. I'm giving him 6 rounds. I'm giving Chisora 6 rounds to end him.
To end Wilder, you got it 6 rounds or less? Round one? You hit your mute. You hit your mute button.
Yeah. I do have it. I do have it, yeah.
Okay. And thoughts on Fundora, man? How do you like Fundora, man? How's he looking and who beats him?
He's looking better. He's always getting better as I'm seeing him. And right now, I don't know, you know, you got Jermell Charlo calling him out, doing all this. You got Virgil. It should have been Virgil and him. You know, Virgil's the interim champ, but I'm pretty sure Oscar De La Hoya is going to decide.
He dunked him.
Yeah.
Virgil had to fight with PBC. It was going to be Spence, then Fundora. He dunked him. But you know what? He on the shelf. So we don't give a fuck about him.
Okay. So who you giving a real chance to beat Fundora at 54?
It could be Virgil or Boots. I feel like Boots. Boots, if they get into Boots is going to fold Fundora like a taco. Let's put it that way. Like, I think he could beat Fundora. it's just someone like Keith Thurman, who his last 2 wins were people who got knocked out at 140. It really showed me he was gonna do his thing. Keith wasn't supposed to be in that ring with that man. He should have taken another tune-up fight, another fucking, because he was not ready whatsoever. And especially he's always like out, like what he fought Brock Jarvis like a year ago. Like him just not.
It's been about a year.
He has all these, and I think he needs to just hang him up already, man. You got 2 losses, and you two losses to the best. Manny and of course Pandora. Pandora is one of the best right now at 154. So ain't nothing to head your hang down and shit. But I mean, do you really want to go back? Who else do you want to like take on? Like it really doesn't show me. Maybe a Tim Tszyu fight or something, but he's with these young killers like Zayas and Virgil and Boots. These young killers is they're
they
different
lose
right now. He's not in his prime. He's out his prime, and he showed it in that fight.
For sure. And lastly, round 1. Give me your thoughts on Boots and Xander. They got this fight done. It's going down. What's that? June 27th, Rob?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Barclays. It's going down. Of course, the unified champ Xander versus Boots. Xander only 23 years old. Boots has passed the eye test for many people, many boxing fans. Is that ringing true on your radar? Who do you got now? You know what I mean? Tell me how that fight goes and who you got.
It's a good fight. This is Boots is the WBA interim champion, so this is the fight to make if it wasn't him or Josh Kelly. But he's going with Zayas. I knew Virgil wasn't gonna make the fight too, because Virgil, he's in a situation, so they ain't doing shit. But this is a great fight. Zayas, he's like 23 unified, and if Boots could take it, he's a 2-division unified champ. And I'm leaning on Boots because I feel like his boxing is gonna do it. He's a boxer puncher, kind of like Zayas too, but he's just a boxer puncher. But I feel like he can have it. We'll see. This is gonna be his biggest test to this date. So even for Zayas, I think this is gonna be his big test too. But I'm leaning towards Boots.
Definitely.
I'm thinking he's gonna probably get all 3 judges giving it to him. I feel like it could go that way. I feel like he got the boxing to do it. He could switch. He could hit and his distance by jabbing. Yes, these 2 guys, they do get cracked, because I could say Zayas and Boots, they do get cracked in their fights. The defense isn't all there like that. So there's openings for these guys to catch each other, right? But I'm just leaning towards Boots because I feel like he has more of an experience in a way. I mean, yeah, he's a unified champ as well, former at welterweight. So this is a good fight. I'm leaning towards him. Like I said, I feel like the judges are gonna give him all to him, all 3 scores. So yeah, it's gonna be a good fight.
So Boots by knockout or UD?
By UD, yeah. Like I said, he's gonna. All the judges are gonna give it to him. I don't think it's gonna be as close to a fight. So yeah.
Okay. For sure. All right, round 1. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, my brother. Thanks for joining us, man, for sure. And thanks for the knowledge, brother. Marty King Boxing.
Thank you guys. I'll see you guys later.
For sure, my guy.
What's up,
Marty King? Good to see you, my brother. You right here to tell him where we wrapping it on up, man. Definitely gonna get with you next week, Marty King, for sure. All right, Rob, let's take us home, man.
Hey, man, like I said, man. Hey, thanks to DJ, he added this fucking barely promoted ass No Limit card.
I said that too when we was talking about No Limit. I said that they had a fight this week.
I didn't even know. But hey, we add that on to the thing, man. Whenever that comes on, I think it's Saturday or something like that. I don't know. But shout out to Tim Tszyu. I don't even know who he fighting. Who he fighting?
I don't know, but the dude's undefeated. I know he's like 20-0. You know what I mean? He's undefeated. Right. He's up and coming, and this is an opportunity for him to make a name for himself. So,
to be the king. No worry about it. Hey, y'all check out Chisora versus Wilder from the UK. From the UK this goddamn weekend. And we're just gonna wait on Tim Zoo to get through the tomato can until we see him get spits, man. God damn.
And shout out the MVP card this weekend. Zuffa Boxing this weekend is where I don't even know who's headlining the Zuffa Boxing.
Mark Masayo. Mark Masayo.
Oh, Mark Masayo.
Yeah,
that's
he
the kid
headlined.
that beat
Gary
Russell. Yeah,
at 126
for his WBC title. At the time when Gary Russell was the longest reigning champion in the boxing game period at like 5 or 6 years. So shout out Mark Masayo. I'll check that out. Damn. But he was signed with Manny Pacquiao. So so Dana Wright, man, they signing everybody.
Well, hold up. Mark Masayo was with PBC.
I know he was signed to Manny Pacquiao Promotions.
After
when
PBC?
When he beat Gary Russell, he was signed to Pacquiao.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought I knew he was with PBC for the longest. Because when he defended his belt, after beating Gary Russell, he was on PBC. So I don't know.
Matter of fact, I think he was the first champion that Manny Pacquiao Promotions produced.
Wait, you sure you're not talking about Sean Gibbons? Because you know Sean Gibbons got a lot of fighters, and he's with Manny Pacquiao.
Mark Masayo was. I'm telling you, want me to look it up for you real quick?
No. We ended the show. It's all good. Because I know Manny Pacquiao's manager, Sean Gibbons, also has Pitbull Cruz. He got like a lot of fighters, Sean Gibbons. So yeah, I believe it. I believe he can be with Manny Pacquiao.
Kamel Moten with Manny Pacquiao now. He would. Manny Pacquiao Promotions, yeah.
And what happened with Mayweather?
I don't fucking know. Mayweather don't be fucking with boxing no more like that, man. Mayweather on some other shit, man. Trying to get him come back to boxing, get some money real quick, and he gone. All right, man. Definitely want to say thanks, man, to everybody who took the time and joined us today. Also, if you haven't gotten a membership, man, it's only $1. You know what I mean? Become a heavy bag supporter for $1. If you would like to get to some of those Vegas scraps, you must be a heavy bag hitter member as well. All right? We promise you are in line to go to a fight in Vegas for what we have available, but you must be a heavy bag member. All right? Most definitely. So definitely want to say thank you guys, man, for checking us out, rocking out with us. We ain't got nothing but love for y'all, man.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all.
Yes, sir.
And that's for damn sure, all right? For my man, Las Vegas Rob, I'm Big T.O. This is The Boxing Trap. Man, we are out of here. And always remember...
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
Heavy bag boxing. It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
What's up, everyone? It's Nico Ali Walsh. I'm here with Heavy Boxing TV. That's the spot.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Duo, 6-time champion of the world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
What's up, man? It's the amazing Keyshawn Davis. Shouts out Heavy Bag Boxing TV, man. Y'all lit out here. Keep doing y'all thing.
Teach your man how to squabble.